Hi folks, hi people. Good afternoon and welcome. This is my first, well, it's not my first video actually with this camera, it's the second one. But the first one, it was pointed too low, so what you could see was my knees. So I thought, well, we'll start again. So hopefully I'm in focus this time. If not, I do apologise because I'm not making another one. Right, Paris is having a lying down day. She won't stand up. I showed you this one before, but I thought I'd show it you in more detail. That's the hat that goes with Paris's jacket. And just to explain a bit about these jackets I keep making. They're made all in one, up to the armholes. They start off with the picot, it's not done afterwards. You start off with that as the first row, the picot edging. And it's done with decreases all the way up until you get to the armholes. You do the sleeves, and then you join them all together, and then the yoke is all done across all in one. Then it carries on going into the collar. So I'm hoping that I can make it into a hooded one for my niece because she wants a hooded one. I put buttons on this one because I couldn't get a shade of toddle that matched it. I have got some toddles, again off eBay. They work out about £1 each, but they are pretty. They're nice. I mean, I can buy them in the shops, but they're actually about £3 each if I buy them in the shops. The yarn I use is the James C. Brett Marble Chunky. Sorry about the label, but Buster was sat on it, and so it got torn. Buster, shut up. It's a 200 gram ball, and I get mine from various places really. I get it from Avacan, I get it from Purple Linda. I get it off eBay sometimes if I'm lucky. And I get it also off Berry Market, but he doesn't have an awful lot of colours on Berry Market, so it's a bit of a hit and miss affair. At the moment I'm doing the same one again. That's a change, isn't it? But I'm doing it in shades of beige. I'm halfway, well, yeah, up to the armholes. It has some strange anomalies though. It's got like one piece of brown stuck in the middle of it there, which I'm not too keen on, but I've gone past it now, so it's just part of the wool, isn't it? So it'll have to stay. Maybe it'll have a matching piece of brown somewhere else, so it won't look quite so odd. Well, I get asked over and over and over again, and sort of keep repeating myself as to which book it comes from. It comes from the Simple Crochet book by Melody Griffiths. Melody Griffiths, I beg your pardon. I've had this book quite a while actually, but it's still available because somebody's just told me that they managed to pick up one. It's got various things in it. I'll show you a few. That's a poncho. Now it's done in the squares, but I'm not a lover of squares in lacy to stitch them together or fasten them together. I'll do granny squares, quite happily do granny squares. That's an Aran jacket pattern with a hood, but it's done in a finer yarn. It's more like a double knitting or a worsted yarn, which I didn't think would kind of have the warmth. You know, it's a hooded one. Would have the warmth of a chunky jacket for our kind of weather anyway. That's the Inca hat. Now, whilst I love the Inca styles, it's not for me because I'm the wrong generation. So I don't think I want a pointy bit at the top and a tassel. I don't think it's quite what a 67-year-old woman walks around wearing. That's another picture of the poncho. Now this will come in handy for me because I bought lots and lots of beautifully soft, gorgeous wool from, I think it was China. It's merino and all things like that. But the only ever was bargains in one ball. And much as I tried and tried, I've hardly got more than two of one colour. So I've got lots of shaded colours that would go together and tone together that I can make that scarf with. Expensive scarf, mind you, but it would be that. That's granny squares. I mean, I call it a waistcoat. They call it a gilet. That's the back view of it there. Again, it's nice, but I don't know whether I'd wear it myself. That's done in narrow wool, so it's sort of self-striping. You don't have to keep breaking off the colours to do it. Once again, I do like it, but for me, too short. Doesn't cover my widest extremities, which one I'm sitting on and the other one's like bulging out the front. Loopy stitch boa, again, not for me, but I can understand why some people may like it. A very, very chunky beret. Again, it's a little bit plain and rather chunky. That's nice. It's a very thick, chunky scarf in an open work pattern with the tassels on the end. Now this is my particular nemesis. I hate doing circles and joining them together. I never get them right. They never lie flat. They never go right. And life's too short to start crocheting things that you really hate, isn't it? So, no, not for me. This is the Old Faithful, the one I've done so many times I can practically do it in my sleep. This is the back view showing the collar, which I'm going to modify into a hood. Maybe on the beige one I'm doing, maybe whatever. Now this is a scarf. It's got motifs around the edge, but these motifs don't have to be joined together kind of like they do on a jacket. So that's one that I may do because it's only joined together in one place. And I think I might actually manage that. I haven't made it as yet. That's a poncho-y, wrappy, whatever, shoulder shawl. It's done in chenille. Again, I don't really care for chenille, but that's just a personal preference. That's a tank top, which is very, very plain, and I've seen plenty nicer, but that's one of the ones I wouldn't do. And that's just a simple textured sweater, but again, it's a shorty sweater, so more for the younger end of the market, I think. Oh, that's another one of my nemesises. Circles joined together. No, no way. No way. That would just drive me up the pole. That's a simple cardigan with a ruffled edge. Doesn't float my boat, I'm afraid, because I've seen many, many prettier ones, and that just doesn't do a lot for me. That's a very, very open work scarf, but it's done in fluffy. I just hate crocheting fluffy. Now this is a gold circle waistcoat. This is very, very pretty. But once again, what does it have? As far as I'm concerned, it has circles all the way around. Where are they? All the way around somewhere. Yeah, there. I could probably do it and work it out and, you know, do something else in place of the circles. I just don't know what it is. Everybody's got their bugbears. Mine's circles. That's the mohair wrap again, but I just do not like crocheting mohair. It sticks together, and if you make a mistake, you can't unpull it for love nor money. You might as well just take the scissors and cut it. This is a long pointer waistcoat. It's done in a fine wool, but you do it on a huge hook. So if you're into lightweight, that's the back of it. I've done that one. That's an edge-to-edge bolero, really. Again, it was very short on me, so I did actually give that. Well, I didn't give it. I think I sold it to a friend, but she'd only paid about the cost of the wool. Sequins, not for me. Nope, not at all. I'm not that kind of girl. Funky fur. Tried to crochet with it once. Never again. I believe it's okay if you crochet it along with a thread or something else, but it just really drove me up the pole. I don't know how some people crochet with textured yarns and things, because I just can't do it. Right, that's it's either a necktie or it's a belt. It does have beads all over it, but I don't think it needs it actually. I think, you know, if you do it in a nice lurex yarn, then that's enough on its own. Right, that's the end of the book. That's the back of the book. It's got 24 designs in it, and I found it quite a good book for me anyway. There's quite a few that I would do in there, but at the moment I've just stuck really with doing this the shaded blanket coat over and over and over again. I'm getting a little bit bored with it now. I think I'll have to try something else, but other people like it, so who am I to complain? Anyway, that's all for now. Sorry about the hair, but I've just had a shower and it's still wet. So I shall see you all very soon. Bye now.